So, you've arrived at Place Générale Leclerc. This building certainly seems to be the answer to the first riddle. After all, the Hotel de Ville, or City Hall, is indeed the true centre or heart of Vincennes. According to what I read at the city archives during my research, this building is the finished product of two separate phases of construction. The first one, carried out in 1891, corresponds to the principal facade, and the other, done in 1935 by the architects Henri Quarez and Gustave L'Apostole, looks out over Rue de Fontenay, where we were a little while ago. Don't you think that this city hall looks a lot like the one in Paris? They were both constructed using the same neo-Renaissance style. The windows with their mullions, which are the cross-shaped window pane dividers, the stained glass and their respective bell towers, are just a few examples of their common points. In fact, why don't you take a look at your media player? There you can see a photo of the City Hall in Paris that I took during one of my strolls there. This building was very much admired at the time of its construction and served as a model for numerous other town and city halls built shortly thereafter around Paris, including Vincennes. Look at that corner on the left. There's a coat of arms sculpted into the facade, yet this same decoration doesn't appear on the right-hand corner. That seems pretty strange, doesn't it? And on top of that, it looks like the first symbol we saw on the scroll. Let me tell you a little bit more about the Vincennes coat of arms. Take a look at your media player. This coat of arms represents various historic symbols of the city. The royal castle, or Chateau Royal, that you will have no doubt recognized, but also the Bois de Vincennes with its two oak branches. The scepter and hand of justice in reference to St. Louis having administered justice under an oak. And found just above this, the Fleur de Lis, or lily flowers, representing the French coat of arms worn by St. Louis. Symbolized by the three cannonballs is the old Vincennes Artillery School, with its heroic defense of the castle during the attack of the Prussian army in 1814. And finally, the Latin saying that could be translated as lily flowers for justice and stones for fame. Hey, since we're here, I'd like to show you a place I particularly enjoy. It's just to your right. It's the Jardin de Midi. It's a contemporary public garden created on an artificial support and not in the ground. Running under the plants and fountains, you will find the RER Railway. RER, or Regional Express Network, is a rapid transit system in France serving Paris and its suburbs. This hanging garden, conceived by landscape artists Michel and Christine Penna, covers the train tracks and the noise. Clever idea, don't you think? Oh my gosh, look at the time! Way up there at the top of the City Hall. It's about time we get back to our monument treasure hunt. Let's read the riddle leading us to our next destination. Go in the opposite direction of the hanging gardens towards a street whose name might logically be inserted between the words Mini and Maxi. At the first intersection on your right, you can't miss a sacred place whose facade evokes ancient times. Stop at the main entrance. Right, see you there.